So I just picked this up. Grabbed it from an older gentleman's yard. He said it hasn't ran in 20 years. Let's see if we can get it running. .22-inch Mower with a 5-horse. Briggs flathead. It is missing a few things. It's missing its guard chute right here. And a gas cap. Which I did find this without a gas cap out in the woods. And it was full of water. So, you know just as much as I do. I went and put my hand under here and figured this thing is not stuck, so it does turn over. But that's about it. That's all I know about it. I do like the old school look of these mowers. Giant, kind of like bicycle tires on the rear. Square body, square shape. It's kind of my style. Non-flat tires on the front and rear. I do know that the pull rope does not work. It's not engaging the engine. I'm gonna give it a couple quick yanks. Maybe that will help separate those little fingers that come in contact with the flywheel. There we go. Hey, look at that. It does not feel like it has any compression. Let's check oil. It's actually looks pretty good. Let's take this spark plug out. Ew. Moisture. Yeah, a little oily. It's not bad. I should have a good view of that. Tell me if that's sparking. Oh, well, it fell over. You can't tell if it's sparking if you fell over. Alright, took a quick look at that video, and we do indeed have spark. So that makes it really easy on us with electrical. So, unfortunately, it does not have any compression. I'm going to put some oil down in the cylinder and see if it feels like it gains compression. I know this is zinc, but it's going to be pretty thick and molassy down in there anyways. And we might have some rings that are sticking. Or maybe a valve that's not seating properly. It feels like it did. It feels like it has a little bit more compression. Yeah, it's coming back. Not the greatest, but it does feel like it just gained a little bit more compression from that. So let's take that air cleaner off and check it out. Maybe there's a nest in there. The story goes that I was walking his dogs and I went to go and take a leak, and I saw this mower out in the woods. Now it was covered in weeds and moss and leaves and stuff. You can kind of tell from the surrounding bits that it's been sitting around for a while. And I called him up and asked him about it, and he says it hasn't ran in about 20 plus years. He's unsure why it stopped running, so now I have it. I guess we're gonna figure out what's wrong with it. Ooh. Definitely feels damp a little bit. You want to put some fuel down in there and see what happens? I'm up for that. And I can only imagine what the carburetor will look like once I open it. Wrong pliers for the job. That's not water. I'm sorry, that's not gas. That's definitely water coming out of that. It might be waterlogged. It's a pretty good view of it. Remind me to put that spark plug back on. I'll be wondering why we have no spark. I'll give this a little shot down in there. It's more than one shot. And get about that much. See what happens. No freaking way. Let's see if we can get it to run for a little bit. All right, so it does in fact run. That's a good sign. Keep doing that a few times. Okay, so it's a runner. Let's take that carburetor off and estimate the damage. It looks like it's just going to be 2 bolts here and 1 bolt here. So that's a great sign that this thing runs. And it sounds like it doesn't have any ticking, knocking, anything like that. So it could be a good engine. It's nice to be working on a mower that's not metric. A lot of my stuff is metric, however, except for my truck and this mower. I'm going to be trying to be careful a little bit with this. I'm trying not to break any gaskets. So there's the vent crank right there. And there's the carburetor. see, do I need to... Sorry, I'm gonna get in the way real quick. Do I need to... Looks like I might have to take some bolts out of the back. Yeah, it does look like I need to do that to get the carburetor off. And there's the carburetor. Cute little fella. I did not try to remove this fuel line because it's starting to crack and be petrified a little bit. Might have to replace it anyways. I was trying to see if it doesn't require any new parts to get this mower running. So let's get this thing clean out. Let me take this bowl out. Figure out what that is. I'm gonna guess it's a half. Yep, that's a half. It feels gummy. You think, well, it's been sitting out in the elements for forever. We can't really say why it was parked right now, so. Damn, that is nasty. The bowl looks good, besides having all that crap in it. That's... oof. That is not good. Needle is stuck. The pin is stuck in there good too. Cover your ears. This is gonna be loud. Close your eyes. Let me see if I can get something to get that pin out. Yeah, that needle is stuck in there. I don't want to try to pry it with the float because the float's plastic. See, I don't want to try to put any lubricants on this because a lot of this stuff can actually make gaskets expand and they won't fit back on afterwards. So you're really best off using compressed air as your cleaner. And it does an excellent job at doing that. Let me go get a pick and see if I can pick that out. Not really a pick, but I'll see if this does the job. Yeah, it's moving. See if I can slide this float out. There we go. Well, that would definitely not seal. That inside of that carburetor looks really nice. But that could have been just from me spraying carb clean down in there. Basically what you do here is you just spray everywhere, spray all the nozzles down in there. You'll see like little holes and pinholes and everything like that. And you just want to clear them out, just get them clean. Tastes great. It's coming out all goopy and yummy looking. What color is that? Brown. Try your best not to get it in your eye. That burns. Some smooth down in there. That's something down in there. This is the clogged jet. You can see right here that is supposed to be open. So we're going to drill out these little bits on the sides here. And they're cleaning up pretty good. Kind of almost look like dirt daubers got into the carburetor. And then we'll do this. Very, very gooey down in there. Those holes are cleaned out. Well, that's the jet cleaned out. Now the fun one, cleaning this guy out. That's gonna be fun. What you would use for a Dremel, but they do fit in a mini drill bit kit as well. Let's see how well this works. I think that did pretty well, actually. I think it's as good as I'm gonna get it. Fits down in there better. It does. Yeah. Let me get clean these out. Do I dare to put my lips on this thing? It's working. Oh, I forgot to put the washer on. Oops. And this was 2 3/4 out. So we'll go all the way in and then 2 3/4 out. All right, got the carburetor already back on the engine. I am going to spray, well not spray, but put compressed air into the tank and try to blow out all the water that could be possibly inside the tank that's left in it. Ooh. Should we add some gas to it? See if it starts pissing fuel everywhere. Oh, did I haven't added the line yet. Good thinking, y'all. I didn't see that. It looks like it's holding. Unless the gas line is clogged full of crap. I did not check that. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Here's my redneck gas can lid. Uh-oh. I bet this fuel line is clogged full of crap. Played a game of whack-a-mole with a carburetor float bowl, and it seems to be getting some fuel now. Ooh, ain't that interesting. Okay. Yeah, not getting enough fuel. not getting enough fuel. That's why it's not running. We can take that carburetor back off and check again. I'm willing to bet I think there's some crap in the fuel line. Alright, so it's been about 30 minutes, and I went and drilled out some holes that were in the carburetor that looked a little smooched up. As you can clearly see, the carburetor is leaking gas, so we know we got gas going to the carburetor. Let's fire this damn thing up. Turn off. There we go. It's got a bit of a surge to it. I think that's a success. It runs good. The next part, it needs to be taken apart. All the plastics needs to come off and clean it out. I'm sure there's a nest in there somewhere because I just saw a wasp come out of the recoil holes up there on top of the engine. It is surging a slight bit, but it also doesn't have its air cleaner on, so it could be anything at that point. I did see a governor adjustment screw over here, so I'm going to mess with that. Let me get this thing fired back up again. I'll adjust the idle and all that. Yeah, that must be a top speed screw. Let me put the air cleaner on and see if it makes it run a little bit better. Let's see if she'll mow for us. The only problem is I don't have any grass to really mow with. We got some tall grass over here. Well, I think that's gonna do it. 20 years of sitting and got to run and mow a little bit of grass with pretty much no money invested besides, you know, can of air and some carb spray. It needs some work, needs more loving. Carburetor needs to be adjusted. I don't think it's right. That's full throttle you just heard running, and I don't think that's full throttle. Needs a cleanup. I'm sure that blower housing needs to come off, and we need to inspect some of the flywheel, governor, stuff like that. Look at all that things. And this is a really nice mower. It really is. Doesn't vibrate at all. It's very quiet. I wonder if it'll start right back up again. Nice. Well, my name is Elijah, and I do mini bike to cars and mowers and stuff like that. And if you enjoy watching this, I don't like usually saying this, but subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, give it a like, share it around. And yeah, maybe you learned something, maybe not. Maybe you're just looking at this and cringing about it, because I kind of just half-assed the whole thing. Seems like anybody can just go out there and just find themselves a cheap lawnmower and get it back to running and mowing again. Anyways, my name is Elijah. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more lawnmower junk content like this. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.